Welcome to Pottsville Apache Football on the Arkansas Sports Network. I'm Stephen Glenn. Coach Brian Rust is our guest on the pregame show as the Pottsville Apaches are back home at John Needham Stadium to take on the Warriors of Little Rock Hall. And I know Coach Rust can't comment on this, so we'll just not say anything about the quality of home cooking from last week's game, and we'll just move right on to how hard your players fought. I thought they played really well under some tough circumstances.
Yeah, it was definitely a tough night. Our guys really came out, and I felt like we prepared extremely well, and had the right game plan, and executed about 98% of the night. And again, you hate for any game to feel like it came down to officiating and things like that, and so we didn't focus a whole lot on that, and after the game and all that kind of stuff. But again, it's that's why I love football. That's why I love coaching. It is, it's full of life lessons that sometimes things aren't fair and they don't work out the way you want to, but you still have to respond. You still have to go through it. And you still have to battle. And I felt like our guys did all night, and we had multiple opportunities to kind of fold up and feel like we got the raw end of the deal. And they just kept playing hard, and so I was really proud of them for that, and felt like the third game, and it was the best game we played all year, and so we're hoping to just grow from that and just keep getting better and keep working.
Yeah, in fact, I thought going back and rewatching the game, I thought this was the best game, especially your offensive line has played so far this year.
Definitely. And those guys have come a long way and just keep getting better. So, again, it's a long season, and a lot of things are still out there for us. And so we're just going to keep playing hard. And like I said, we went back to work this week. Our guys had great attitudes and practiced hard. So, again, I think our guys responded really well to the situation that we faced last week. And another thing I told them was, you remember this feeling, because, again, you don't want to feel like this. You at the end of a game, you don't want to put it in the officials' hands. And we had some opportunities to take it out of their hands, and we didn't execute it at some key moments, before it got to the situation it got into. And so, again, we focused on that and figured out how to, maybe get up another score when you have the opportunity, and not kind of, throw it on the ground or do some things that weren't very smart in certain situations.
I think I'm seeing the evolution of Eli Nason at quarterback. It looks to me like now, 3 games into the year, his reads are getting a lot quicker. He's not looking at what's there and saying, okay, I got to do this. He's just doing it.
And again, it's Eli's probably the smartest person I've ever been around. Just unbelievably intelligent and understands that, and that hurts him at times a little bit. But instead of having a lot of time to think about it, I think he has he's very cerebral with everything he does, and I think now it's starting to process a little quicker, and he's just reacting to things, and again, that's what it's about, is the experience and getting to a comfortable situation where you feel like you're in control of it, and I think that's important for him. So again, we're getting to that point.
With the Apaches hosting the Warriors tonight, you have two teams that really, both teams need something good to happen for them and need a win.
Absolutely. And again, we're glad to be home again, and our guys seem to play better at home as most teams do. So it's great to be back home, and again, I feel like we're kind of a animal backed into the corner, and we got to come out fighting and get after it. Because again, there's nothing to be given to anybody. That's one thing we talk about is, everybody wants to win as bad as everybody else, and whoever wants to win the most is going to be the team that gets that victory.
Last Friday night, the Cardinals, a team a lot like we are on offense, not so much against the Warriors.
No, they like to spread it out, and offensively they've got multiple weapons that if you let them get behind you or you let them get into space. We're going to be in trouble. So we've got to do a great job of containing and keeping everybody boxed in. And defensively, they've got some really big kids up front. So we're going to have to get on them and get in their way and really keep control of the ball, because again, I feel like they're a team that, if we get in space, they're going to be able to run us down and, put us back in the huddle. So, again, we've got to sustain drives and do it play after play.
Is sustaining drives going to be the key for you tonight?
Absolutely. And that's kind of been the factor all season. We don't have that take it to the house guy that just breaks away and leaves everybody. We just don't have that. And, so we're one of those teams that, we're going to have to go on 12 and 15 play drives. And whenever you put that in a high school team's hands where you have to do that over and over, it's really tough. So we've got to be near perfect, most drives to sustain that and get the ball in the end zone.
Junior high had a long trip to Bologna. They actually played pretty well, but came up just a little short.
Yeah, 16-12. It was a battle all night and had some opportunities. It was really a great junior high game to watch. We played really hard and had some opportunities, but just fell a little short.
Seems like we've had some cramping issues first couple of games. Nothing much since then. Do we even have an injury report?
We have one kid with a concussion, but other than that, we've managed to stay pretty healthy so far.
What is the concussion protocol in high school?
Well, whenever you are diagnosed with one, you have to get cleared by a doctor, and then once you get cleared and we have written clearance on them, then you start the concussion protocol, which lasts about 5 days, and it's a graduated work, a little bit more every day, and then if no headaches show up or anything like that, then you continue on, then they're free to play.
Okay, I wondered about that. Coach, good luck tonight.
Yes,
thank you for your time before the game. We appreciate it. Tonight it's the Warriors and the Apaches at John Needham Stadium. I'm Stephen Glenn. We'll be back with the play-by-play after this timeout on the Arkansas Sports Network.
Man, where did the Arkansas Sports Network get that handsome guy on the Coach's Show? Coach Rust, I mean. Now live at John Needham Stadium in Pottsville, I'm Stephen Glenn. Brother Jim Huffman joins me on the pregame show. We still got 3 or 4 minutes before we kick off tonight's game. And, Coach, the Pottsville Apaches are a team in need of a win.
Man, you couldn't have said it any better. Tonight is going to be one of those nights that we have the opportunity to get our first win of the season. It's at home. We're playing a decent Little Rock Hall team, and so we're glad to see them here. Steve, I was kind of concerned. I pulled up, and I parked next to a Little Rock police department vehicle, and I thought, at first I thought it was possible, but it said no Little Rock, so I guess their school resource officer is here, and but we're glad to welcome all the folks from Little Rock here at John Needham Stadium tonight. See, what a beautiful night for football.
It is, and I will guarantee tonight one of these teams will leave John Needham Stadium with a win on their record. Both teams come in 0-1 in conference play, and really by this time of the year, all I track is conference play, because by now that's really all that matters is getting to the postseason.
Yep, Steve, and it looks like they're lining up for the coin toss. I don't see the Pottsville players on the field yet, but here they come.
Zadarian Galmore and Jamarian Harper are the captains for the Warriors. The Hall Warriors are in white and orange. For the Apaches, Carter Gittinger, Brian Sanchez, and who is our other captain?
I believe that's number 55.
Moats. Alex Moats. So the captain's coming to midfield. We'll tell you how the opening coin toss goes, and we'll get this football game underway when we return after this 1-minute timeout. You're with the Arkansas Sports Network.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it, because first is who we are.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
I see our coaches on the near sideline, Brother Jim, and they're looking up here at you. Were you supposed to give an invocation or something?
No, but I'll be glad to.
From there, I got no clue who they're actually looking at.
Hey, listen, don't tempt me with a good time about praying. I'll tell you, I'm all in it.
Yeah, you don't have to. It's not a hard job to talk a Baptist preacher into speaking into a microphone, is it?
Well, no. I mean, not praying in a microphone or just praying over the crowd, the game tonight, or praying over some meal. By the way, what do we have to eat up here?
There's some pizza over there.
There's pizza. Okay.
There'll be some burgers that the Booster Club will have put together. In fact, I see several of the Warrior fans over there partaking of one or two of those burgers as the Warrior players take the field from our left to our right across the broadcast position. The coin flip has been won by the Warriors. They're going to decline the option for the first half, so the Pottsville Apaches will get the football to begin the first half of play. Tell you the truth, I think even if Coach Rust had won the toss, I think Pottsville would have taken the ball.
Yep. We want to get in the end zone, Steve. We need to find it.
Need to get the offense up and going, don't we? Now, one of the things I did talk about with Coach Rust in the pregame show, right at the end of the pregame show, is I can see progress in our quarterback, Eli Nason, and him running the offense. And by progress, I mean it doesn't look like he's thinking nearly as much as he was. It looks like he's just now reacting. He's seeing and reacting. He's not seeing, thinking, and then reacting.
Yep.
Now, me and thinking when I was on the field was always a bad thing.
Well, you know, Steve, you've heard it said before, you just got to let the game come to you. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what you're saying. Sometimes, if you try to take it to the game, that's when you overthink things. But you got to let the game come to you, take what they give you. And so that's some of the things we're hoping we'll see some improvement on tonight. And hopefully, Steve, I hope we don't break the record on penalties tonight. My goodness, last week was one of those tough weeks.
I had nightmares about yellow flags being thrown at me after that last game.
Yeah.
That was
you and I both.
That was certainly something different. Sergio Luna handles the kicking chores for the Warriors. You'll have to forgive me. I'm an old radio guy, and sometimes I bust back into my old radio habits. But if you're watching us on the stream, you know as well as I do that the Warriors are wearing white over orange. Carter Gittinger will be back deep to receive the kick. He'll be the middleman of three. Flanked to his left will be Colby Stevenson. As Pottsville prepares to return the opening kick. I think that is Nico Ibarra on the near side, although it might be Eli Atkins. There was a very stiff breeze working out of the east across the field. It's settled down a little bit, but I was watching the kickers at pregame warm-up, and it was really affecting it, and that's the direction that the opening kick comes. It's taken at the 39 by the Apaches on the far side. Is that Logan Tatro returning that?
I think it was Furr.
Jackson Furr?
Yeah.
Yep, Jackson Furr on the return. Nice job by the up man of getting his offense pretty good field position to the 43-yard line. Vance Cunningham making the stop. So the Apaches will put the ball in play at their own 43-yard line.
Yeah, good field position to start with. All we got to do is move the ball.
Eli Nason has the offense at the line of scrimmage. Warriors basically in their base defense. Now they do walk some guys up toward the line. Motion comes right to left. Stevenson takes it, turns the corner at the hash across the 45. Got to the 48-yard line before being tackled at the 48. Rico Baker making the stop for the Warriors.
Yeah.
You like picking up 5 yards on the first carry?
Yeah. Baker's a good-looking defensive lineman there for the Warriors tonight.
The Warriors are a good-looking ball team. They passed the eye test and they're getting off the bus. They look like a group of athletes, that's for sure. Landon McNeely comes to the sideline on the play on the 2nd and 5. The Apaches at their own 48. This time the motion is left to right. Nason keeps it himself, got a good lead block, and he has running room down to the 35, to the 33, to the 32-yard line. That is a Pottsville Apache heirloom legal first down.
Hey, Steve, you know what? We just said that, just a minute ago. That time the quarterback did exactly what we were talking about. Instead of trying to make something happen, he let the game come to him. He saw what he had, and he took advantage of it, and that was just a good run by Nason that time.
Bryson Villarreal in the ball game for the Apaches. Gittinger goes wide to the left. Wide to the near side is Furr. Out of the flex bone. Counter coming. Stepping inside a potential tackler for the Apaches. Getting down to the 30-yard line. Iko Ibarra, the ball carrier. Big number 55, Elijah Roberts, got in on the stop, and I do mean big.
Yeah, I was going to say Roberts is one of those guys that looked like he come to play.
I would not necessarily want the job of blocking him. he takes up a lot of space on the line.
That's the guy, when you see him, you run the other direction.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Pickup of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 2nd and 8 coming for the Apaches. The initial possession of the game, 10-11 to go in the quarter. And giving it on the counter again to the right side, this time behind better blocking to the 25 to the 24-yard line. Ibarra, the ball carrier. And once again, it is Elijah Roberts with a hand from Rico Baker making the stop. But that was the same play, just executed it better.
Yeah. Brings up 3rd and 2.
I would think this is 4-down territory, although it is early. What do you think, Jim?
Hey, it's 4-down territory, Steve.
Or better yet, just pick up the first down here, right?
Yeah, that's right.
3rd down and 2. Line of scrimmage is the 25. The Apaches have to give it inside the 22. They hand it off to the fullback on the power series. Gets to the 20-yard line, going over the right. And I think they're going to call Ibarra down at the 20-yard line. Or excuse me, Villarreal, the ball carrier that time. And that is good enough for another heirloom legal first down for the Apaches.
All right.
So 1st and 10 at the Hall 20-yard line.
Well, the offense is looking good on this first drive and moving the ball.
This is kind of the drive that the Apaches really needed. They change up the formation just slightly. Motion man comes right to left. They're going to give it to Stevenson. Stevenson is met in the hole by a couple of Warriors, Lyle and Foreman Carter, and they hold it to almost no gain on the play. In fact, no gain at all. Well, no, they gave him 4. My bad.
Yeah.
They're going to mark it at the 17. So that makes it a gain of 3.
And a cloud of dust, or a cloud of turf.
And a cloud of turf. That's right. That's what this offense is predicated on. Charlie Garon leads the offensive line to the line of scrimmage, and here's our first penalty of the ball game. And I don't think we ever got set. Oh, offside on the Warriors.
Wow.
So Hall will pick up the penalty.
Well, Steve, that surprised me. I didn't see anybody jump offside, but I sure thought we went in motion too soon.
Yeah, I didn't think we ever came set at the line, but luckily the guy who opinion matters disagreed.
Yeah, the guy with the white hat, right?
I'm suspecting that Hall may have lined up offside.
Yeah.
2nd down and 2 for the Apaches at the Hall 12. Nason takes the snap, gives it to Villarreal, straight up the middle across the 5 to the 3 to the 2-yard line. Let's see where they officially put him down. At the 2-yard line.
Yeah, it's a good run by Bryson that time.
Terrence Bobo making the stop. I don't know if there's any relation to the Atkins Bobos or not.
Huh.
That is another heirloom legal first down.
Well, we knew Terrence Bobo that we watched on this field quite often back in the day.
I thought his name was Terrence. I wasn't 100% sure. 1st and goal to go for the Apaches. They send Jackson Furr out wide to the right, draw single coverage. They give it straight ahead, and I think a fumble on the exchange. And I think the Warriors may have come up with it. Yep.
My goodness.
Hall comes up with the fumble recovery.
Yeah. 1st and 10 and 98 to go.
So it'll be Hall taking over with 7:38 to go in the first quarter. Back at their own 2-yard line. Apache defense needs to come up big here. Quarterback for the Warriors is Ja'Cory Foreman-Carter. He is in a shotgun formation. Gives it to single back in the backfield, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage. He did get out of the end zone. No gain beyond that, so no safety, but the ball carrier, Carter, gave it to Lytle, the ball carrier, and he actually lost a yard. Went from the 4 to the 3. So second down and almost 11. Warriors are a spread team. They don't huddle. Foreman, the quarterback, gets a high snap, brings it down. Sweep coming to the near side. Turning the corner, coming up the field with speed, and finally drug down from behind for the Warriors is Miles House, and he got a big gain. We do have a yellow flag near the end zone. I suspect this is coming back.
Looks like a holding call, Steve.
I could explain how he turned the corner.
Holding against Little Rock Hall.
Penalty is a hold on Little Rock Hall.
Remains second down.
That'll move them back. So that will, in fact, move the ball back to, I guess, about the 1.5. Something like that. Foreman-Carter is the quarterback. Everything, of course, runs through him in their offense. Second down and 12. Foreman-Carter is in the end zone to take the snap. Motion man comes right to left, turns upfield. He's got to get reset. Finally does. Play clock down to 7. Foreman-Carter takes the direct snap, gives it to the single running back, who runs right into a wall of Apaches. He got out of the end zone. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Lyle, the ball carrier, but looks like he lost another yard. Well, no, they give him half a yard forward progress. The line of scrimmage is going to be the.
Well, Steve, this is exactly what you called for. You know, when we coughed the ball up there inside the 5, and of course it gave them horrible field position, but our defense is coming to the ball game tonight.
Lyle is the single back in the backfield with Foreman-Carter. Carter pulls it, turns right, still dancing in the end zone. Now gets outside. Ibarra spins him around at the 5, and the rest of the defense closes in and drives him out of bounds for very little gain on the play. I'm not sure that, driven out of bounds.
Yeah. Yep, and this is not 4-down territory here.
Nope. Nope. Picked up 3 on the play.
Unless you were, PA maybe?
Yeah. If I was a PA, they'd be going for it. That's for sure. Punter is Trayshawn Taylor. He'll hit the ball in the end zone. Now, he is kicking directly toward the wind. That's Jaden Harris back to receive the kick. The snap is low. He's going to run it himself. Initial hit in the end zone. Did he get out of the end zone or not? He did not. That's going to be a safety for the Apaches.
Wow, Steve, it was a fumble snap. And then Pottsville, man, they just closed in. I mean, a whole tribe of Apaches.
Draxton Mediano with the safety for Pottsville. That's a good way to start.
That's a great way. You know, I mean, you cough the ball up, you give them opportunity, but, man, you pin them deep, and defense comes up big, and you force a punt, a fumbled snap, and there you go. You get a 2-point out of it and getting the ball back.
So the safety gives the Pottsville Apaches a 2-0 lead with 5:35 to go in the first quarter. That's the first safety I've seen in a while.
Steve, I don't recall. It's been a while. We've been doing this for a long time, but I don't recall a safety, and I can't remember the last one.
No,
but we'll take it.
We'll take it. Sergio Luna is going to kick the ball off at the 20-yard line. They're giving him way too much credit. Now the special teams coaches have moved the Apaches a lot closer. Nothing against Luna, but he's kicking into a rather stiff breeze.
Yeah. Steve, it's kind of like a $2 bill. I hadn't seen one of them in a long time. If somebody gives me one, I'm taking it.
And you'll know what to do with it.
That's right.
High short kick's going to be taken, I want to say, by the Apaches at the 35, the 30, up the left sideline to the 25. returned by Jackson Furr, who knows what to do with that short kick, and will give the Apaches pretty good field position.
It kind of looked like bumper pull last week for the Razorbacks.
Yeah. Jalen Piggy with the stop. 5:31 to go, first quarter. Pottsville with a 2-0 lead, and then after the Hall free kick, the Apaches are looking for more.
First and 10 from the Warrior 22-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage is the +22 for the Apaches.
Good-looking crowd tonight here for the Pottsville Apaches, too.
Yep.
I mean, the stands are full.
Nice weather. It's warm, but not exceedingly hot. First and 10 Apaches. Misdirection counter give. The Warriors there, though. The goal was given to Stevenson. He stepped inside the 20, but not much further than that. In fact, are they going to even give him the 20? They're going to spot him at the 20, so the pickup is 2.
Yep.
Second down and 8 coming as we tick down toward 5 minutes to go in the quarter. Pottsville got what they needed. They got an early 2-0 lead, and now they have a chance to punch that up even more. Landon McNeely goes wide to the left. Jackson Furr wide to the near side. The direction of the play to the right. Nason reads keep, and he turns it upfield inside the 15. It's down to the 10. There was another fumble on the play, however. And I think the Warriors have come with it. They're going to call him down.
I think an Apache.
Yeah, Pottsville got in to recover the fumble.
Steve, I think it actually was McNeely, number 33, that recovered.
It was. I was looking to see who came out with it, and that was big Landon McNeely hustling into the play to recover it at the 10. And that is another heirloom legal first down.
Yeah.
So 4:35 to go in the quarter. 2-0 Pottsville with the lead. It's not goal to go as the handoff goes straight ahead. Villarreal, the ball carrier. Bryson fights his way straight ahead behind interior blocking. Adrian Waters stops the play at the 5, but that is a pickup of 5.
Yeah.
Second and goal from the 5. 4 minutes remaining in the quarter. That has been all Apaches. Hall got a possession after Pottsville turned the ball over as they were heading into the end zone. And then the Apache defense made a big stop and the special teams forced to safety. Now it's second and goal to go from the 5. Nason under center. Pulls it out. Reads keep it. Goes to his left to the 2 to the 1. Touchdown Eli Nason.
Just a good read that time by the quarterback, Steve, and he found pay dirt. Or pay turf.
Pay turf.
Yeah, how about that?
I like that. So 3:42 to go in the first. A 5-yard run by Nason into the end zone for the touchdown. That was a 4-play, 22-yard drive. And I think Pottsville may be going for 2 here.
I think they are, Steve.
Yeah, I don't see a kicker on the field. Play clock is down to 9. Nason just now getting the play from the sideline. It's an untimed down, but the play clock is down to 2. They do get the snap off. Nason back to pass, faces a blitz, throws it into the end zone, and completes it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Was that McNeely who caught it?
I believe it was.
Yep, it was Landon McNeely on the 2-point conversion. So with that conversion, 3:42 left to go in the quarter. Pottsville 10, the Warriors nothing. Back in 30 seconds.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Brian Sanchez will kick it off. It's a high short kick, It will go out of bounds at the 40-yard line, and Sanchez will get to kick it again possibly. We'll see. One of the fastest players on the field, Miles House, was back deep to receive the kick, but he never got anywhere near it. But we'll see what option the Warriors want to take on the penalty here. They're talking to the Warrior captain, Jamarian Harper. He says, mark off 5 yards and give us the ball.
Yep.
So Hall will have good field position.
Stevie, you might have already mentioned this. You might have talked about it in the coach's show. But, just what, last year they were playing 8-man football at Little Rock Hall.
No, I did not mention. In fact, I wasn't aware.
Yeah.
So they're just now back in the 11-man scheme of things. Quarterback going to keep it himself. Carter turns the corner on the left side, gets across the 45, and then runs into a wall of Apaches. First one there, I think, was Bryson Villarreal to make the stop. Also, Trip Price coming up to run support to make the stop.
Well, the corner that time for the Apaches, number 22, Colton Cole, he did exactly what he's supposed to do, and that is to keep contained and to make that player turn back in. And that time the pursuit of the linebackers and defensive end came in and made a great stop.
The great stop will bring up 2nd down and 9. Foreman Carter lines up in a shotgun on the 2nd and long play. They keep max protect. They roll Carter to the left. He's in pursuit by 5 different Apaches. Runs out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. Good hustle by the Apaches. Tate Cobb closed in a hurry, and that will go down as a sack as he lost 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, that was a great Tate Cobb. His dad is Terry Cobb, I do believe, and saw him in the stands a few minutes ago.
Well, I'm sure he's cheering on his son for a fine play there. He took a perfect pursuit angle. That's not easy to do. Hey, is that Landon McNeely lined up at a nose guard spot?
Steve, I do believe that is number 33 at the nose guard position.
So Landon McNeely in at the nose position on 3rd down and long. And they give it to the first man through, Tuttle. Wow. He has good yards up the middle into Apache territory. Lyles is going to be tackled at the 45-yard line. That's going to be about a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, so that's going to bring up that big 4th down. But Steve, well, no, I guess it is 3rd down. But I was thinking it's 4th and 1.
No, it is 4th down. The far side does have 4. You're correct.
So 4 down territory.
It was interesting. They had McNeely in the middle at the nose guard spot, but it was a three-man front. Pottsville jumps back into the 4-man front now. I would look to Foreman Carter, the quarterback, to probably keep this out of a shotgun formation. Back to pass. Carter fakes once, fakes twice, and throws it to nobody, and the Apache defense holds on down. There is a penalty flag on the play, and I got a bad feeling it's a hold on us on the receiver who was trying to get into the pattern.
Steve, I think it probably will be.
Because I thought I saw an Apache arm reaching around the intended receiver.
Yeah.
The white hat and the couple of other crew members are talking about this. Penalty flag is laying right at the 46-yard line. Yeah. That's going to be on the Apaches. Illegal use of the hands or holding. And they were holding the receiver.
Yeah.
Even I saw that one.
Yes, they were.
Well, we don't want to get in the habit of this already. What is this? Is this the 2nd penalty?
I think this is number 2.
10-yard mark off. We'll move the ball to the 35-yard line. So Hall will get a 1st and 10 through the penalty. New back in the backfield. Foreman Carter is the quarterback. They're going to give it on a sweep coming to the near side, and a good play in the backfield by Bryson Villarreal to trip up Miles House. House has all kinds of speed, but Pottsville obviously worked on this between last week and this.
Well, they did, Steve. And I mean, they were pursuing the football and the ball carrier that time. But number 24 there for the Warriors, I mean, that kid's got some speed. Yeah, House.
Yeah, House real likely is the fastest guy on the field for either team.
Miles House, number 24, junior.
Yep. So from the 35-yard line, 2nd and 10. Pottsville with a 10-0 lead. 1:30 left to go. We are in quarter number 1. And back to pass is going to be Foreman Carter. He tries to hit House in the flat. Pass incomplete. Pretty good coverage by the Apaches to bring up 3rd down.
Steve, the quarterback cannot set up in the pocket because the pressure, you got to give this defensive front and those outside guys a little bit of credit here because they are really rushing the passer for the Little Rock Hall Warriors.
Tate Cobb and Landon McNeely both coming on that pass rush. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. Again, a 3-man defensive front. Now they walk up a defensive end, and we have a timeout called by the Warriors. 1:18 left to go, quarter number 1. 10-0 Apaches. We're back in 1 minute with more Apache football.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Hey, Brett.
You made it. Hey, my old receivers, Mark and Antonio, they want to hear more about Fave Rates.
Oh, right. Well, with Farm Bureau Fave Rates, you get a great auto quote, plus local agents and fast, friendly claims.
Nice. Hey. Should we warn them?
Oh, that's broken.
Get great auto rates and local agents at...
One dead iPad from the coaches above us. I don't know if that was ours or theirs, but it came flying down.
Well, and speaking of the Queen, dunk, dunk, dunk. Another one bites the dust. I went there. I'm sorry.
3rd down and 10 from the 35. Quarterback back to pass. He's under pressure by McNeely, and McNeely will get the sack for Pottsville back at the 43-yard line.
But I wasn't talking about the Queen of England. I was talking about the iPad that bit the dust when it fell from upstairs.
Well, I heard something come crashing
down. I did too, and I was figuring, and Miss Russ is in front of us, and she recovered it and said it was destroyed. So,
yeah, when I saw Miss Russ say it was destroyed, I figured it was probably bad.
Yeah, she said now the holder survived, but the iPad not so much.
Yep, it has fully bitten the dust. So no huddle video for one of the teams, probably Pottsville for tonight. Kicking formation for Hall, and almost getting a block on that was Tate Cobb. And then the ball takes a funny bounce. Did Pottsville fall on it at the 17?
I think we did, Steve. We got it.
Yeah, that was a strange-looking play, but Jaden Harris gets some credit there recovering that kick. And we are in the 2nd quarter. Pottsville with a 10-0 lead. Nice touchdown drive. Roy's heating and air touchdown for the Apaches. And Pottsville looking for more now as they take over 1st and 10. Pottsville will have it at their own 17. I say 2nd quarter. We're still in the first, aren't we? There's still 25 seconds left. I'm sorry. I got in too big a hurry. Play clock down to 9 for the 1st and 10 play. Give straight ahead to the fullback, Villarreal, bringing it up the gut across the 25 to the 26-yard line. And I think that is going to bring us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
Yeah, Steve. Yeah, I saw how Bryson was tackled that time. He is limping a little bit. I was worried about that foot. It was planted when he got hit. But looks like he's limping it off or rubbing it off maybe just a little bit.
And that is the end of the 1st quarter. So after 1, the Pottsville Apaches 10, the Hall Warriors nothing. We're back in 30 seconds.
Hey, Brett.
You made it. Hey, my old receivers, Mark and Antonio, they want to hear more about Fave Rates.
Oh, right. Well, with Farm Bureau Fave Rates, you get a great auto quote, plus local agents and fast, friendly claims.
Nice. Hey. Should we warn them?
Oh, that's broken.
Get great auto rates and local agents at favrates.com from Farm Bureau Insurance.
Sorry.
Totally worth it.
Oh, yeah, that was dangerous. That was seriously dangerous. Is that ours or theirs? I don't know. So after the first quarter of play, Pottsville claims a 10-0 lead. Pottsville originally got the lead thanks to a safety, a bad snap on a punt, and the ball recovered in the end zone by Draxton Mediano for the 2-point safety. Hall's free kick gave Pottsville the ball in pretty good field position at the Hall 27-yard line. Pottsville took 4 plays to get the ball into the end zone. The final touchdown coming on a 5-yard run on the 22-yard drive. And then the 2-point conversion was a pass from Eli Nason into the end zone for Pottsville's Landon McNeely, and that made it the 10-0 score. We are beginning the second quarter of play. Pottsville deep in their own end zone. The Apache defense has controlled this game very well. Several changes on defense for tonight's game, and so far it's worked well. 2nd down and 3 for the Apaches, and we have a whistle and a stoppage of play for an offside penalty against the Warriors.
Steve, I think they're just lining up offsides.
Yeah, they've got to be, because I didn't see anybody move either.
Yeah, I think it's I'm trying to see who that is on the far side, but I saw the official talking to him. I think it's maybe number 24. I can't see his number.
House, it'd be Miles House lining up in the neutral zone, we think. I can tell you for sure that it is an heirloom legal 1st and 10.
Well, being in that corner, what he's doing, he's lining up tight against that receiver, and that's kind of what he did, and he probably just didn't notice where he was lined up at.
So the Apaches with a 1st and 10 in their own territory. Nason takes the snap, toss sweep to the near side, crossing the 35 to the 37-yard line. A good carry by Colby Stevenson.
Okay.
There is a penalty flag down on this play as well. Bobo making the stop. The penalty is way back here at midfield. It's a good 10 yards away from, almost 15 yards away from where the play was happening.
Yeah, Steve, I think one of our linemen actually come down the field and pancaked a guy, but he was going downfield blocking. And the guy got pancaked, and the official threw the flag. I believe it was actually Alex Moats that he threw the flag on, but Moats was just blocking.
Dead ball personal foul on Pottsville, so I guess the official thought it was after the whistle.
Well, that would be the only thing, but all Moats was doing was being a football player blocking down the field. It wasn't a pass play, so it wasn't a legal man downfield, but he has the right to go down and lead block.
Well, and I think that's what Coach Russ was trying to make a point with the near side official who threw the flag was, hey, my guy's just hustling down the field blocking.
Yeah, what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
And you're going to throw it. Well, there we go. Yellow flags again. Was that number 3?
Yep. I believe that's the 3rd penalty.
I never thought I'd be in a football game and count flags, but here we go again, Steve.
Now we got a whistle and a stoppage of play. What's happening now? So now what are they talking about? I know not. I do know we're leading 10-0. I like that.
Yeah.
10:36 to go to the halftime break.
Yeah, go Apaches. That first quarter went by fast.
Yeah, it did. Well, I don't know what that was all about, but the white hat says, okay, wind the clock, we're ready to go. It's going to be 2nd down and a heap. 2nd down and 17. Counter coming to the near side. Fighting his way out to the 30-yard line behind pretty good blocking for the Apaches. Colby Stevenson, the ball carrier. Tackle made by Ja'Cory Foreman-Carter, who is also the quarterback. Hall has an awful lot of guys going both ways.
Steve, they do. I noticed that in that first couple of series. I thought, man, those guys are going 2 ways, and, man, it's tough.
So the gain by Stevenson eradicates the penalty, but it's going to be 3rd down and long. 3rd down and 10. Pottsville back at their own 30. They have to get to the 40-yard line. Nason on the option. Pitches it to the pitch man across the 35, cutting it outside at the 39, still fighting forward and across the 40. That's going to be an heirloom legal 1st and 10 if he gets the benefit of the doubt on the spot.
Steve, they're giving it to him. I mean,
Nico Ibarra, the ball carrier for the heirloom legal 1st and 10 for the Apaches.
Yeah, big number 25. Nico running downhill.
He was the winner of our Player of the Game last week, McNeely Plumbing Player of the Game.
Yeah.
I got to see that trophy today, and it's a nice-looking trophy. We thank McNeely Plumbing for sponsoring that award. 1st and 10, Pottsville at the Warrior 42. Counter going against the motion, has running room across midfield into Warrior territory.
Guess who?
At the 41-yard line, Nico Ibarra with another heirloom legal 1st down.
Yeah, he was the player of the week last week, and Steve, he's working on it this week.
Boy, no joke about that. That was a play where all of the direction of the play went one way, and back came Nico Ibarra. That was a true counter, and he picked up 12 yards on the carry. And Pottsville's going to take a timeout, I think. Well, one official said it was a Pottsville timeout. The other said it's Hall. I think it's probably Hall. I know there's a timeout on the field. 9:01 left to go in the second quarter. Pottsville 10, Hall nothing. Back in 30 seconds.
Let's go, Dr. K. Let's go. Braces are Invisalign. Let's go. Let's go, Dr. K. Let's go. Trust her as your ortho. Let's go. Let's go, Dr. K. Let's go.
We want to thank all of our sponsors on Apache football for tonight. Heirloom Legal Services, Cole Construction, McNeely Plumbing, Roy's Heating and Air, Dr. K Dentistry, Point S Tire, Arkansas Tech University, Diamond Ridge Construction, and Mahan Appraisal, bringing you Apache football. On the Arkansas Sports Network, Tyson sponsors the Player of the Week award amongst all of the Arkansas Sports Network streams on Friday night. Pottsville with a 10-0 lead. They come to the line of scrimmage, which is the 42, 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the near side. Good kick out block by Furr. And it crosses the 40. Stevenson down to the 39 or the 38-yard line. Tackle made by number 9, Cameron Marble. But another nice gain for the Apaches. To the 37-yard line. Nice blocking by Jackson Furr.
It was, Steve. Furr did a good job that time getting out there lead blocking.
This is the kind of drive, this is the kind of football Pottsville wants to play. No big hurry. 3, 4, 5 yards and keep the drive moving. Keep the high-powered Hall offense on the sideline. 2nd and 5, Apaches wide side to the right. Ibarra goes in motion that way. Nason Reed's keeper crosses the 40 to the 39-yard line, and a good read it was.
Yeah, Steve, and he reached out. I think it's going to be close to a 1st down.
Cameron Little made the stop. They pull the yard marker right up to the chain, and they are going to say it is an heirloom legal 1st down for the Apaches.
All right. He got that on that stretch. You know, he kept that knee up and just kind of leaned forward, you know, when he fell and picked up the 1st down for the Apaches.
I was kind of watching the Apaches blocking downfield on that play, hoping we didn't get another yellow flag. 1st and 10 Apaches at the 32 of Hall, and now we do have motion inside the lane, but I think this is going to be, or inside the line, I should say. I think this is going to be on the Warriors.
You ever went bowling, man? Maybe that's
yeah.
We're thinking about bowling tonight.
It did kind of look like that, didn't it?
Yeah, well, that's what Moats looked like a while ago, man, when he was blocking downfield. Man, he was a bowling ball, man. He was knocking down Hall players, so. But just doing what he's coached to do, play through the whistle.
5-yard mark-off moves the ball to the 27. It'll bring up a 1st and 5. Jackson Furr goes wide to the right. That is the wide side of the field. Tight end also on that side. The motion comes back the other direction, gives straight ahead to the fullback, Villarreal. He fights his way inside the 25 to the 24-yard line before being tackled by Galmore. So Adrian Galmore made the stop just short of first down yardage. It's going to be at the 22. Pottsville with a 10-0 lead with 7:09 left to go as the clock continues to count. We are in the second quarter. Second down and short. Out of the flex bone, they give it to Villarreal right up. No, toss sweep to the left side. They fake me out, turning the corner at the 15 to the 14-yard line. Did Nason pull that down and keep it?
Steve, he did.
He faked me on the pitch.
Well, he got me too, but I thought it was number 7 getting the pitch, but it wasn't.
So the ball is at the 14-yard line. Nason the carrier, and it is another Heirloom Legal 1st and 10. The Pottsville Apache offense has gotten into the Point S Tire red zone, looking to get into the end zone for more points. Already lead at 10-0. Toss sweep to Ibarra, has running room inside the 10, cuts back to the 2, to the 1, into the end zone. That is a Roy's Heating and Air Pottsville touchdown.
Wow. Well, Steve, that time Ibarra, when he hit that left side, he had some good blocks, and he noticed his blocks. He planted that inside foot and just went straight into the end zone. Man, just great running by Ibarra.
He timed that cutback perfectly. Charlie Garon on to attempt the point after. The snap is good. The kick is blocked by the Warriors. That play took a little too long to develop, and the Warriors made him pay for it. So the point after touchdown is no good. 6:30 left to go in the first half. Pottsville 16, Warriors nothing. Back in 30 seconds.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
The Apaches with a 9-play, 83-yard touchdown drive. That was pretty impressive. Nico Ibarra took it in from 14 yards out for the Pottsville Apache Roy's Heating and Air touchdown. Brian Sanchez will be on to kick it off. Pottsville has normally been trying to kick it short, let the coverage get there, or maybe even try to come up with a loose ball. We'll see what Sanchez has in mind on his run-up. Low line drive onside kick attempt. Lots of Apaches around it, but the ball bounces through all of them, and the Warriors come up with a loose ball.
Wow.
Pottsville had 4 guys there literally on top of the ball, and that's what happens with a football on hard artificial turf.
Yeah, Steve, I'm going to tell you what, it looked like a grease pig out there. Man, that ball was bouncing everywhere. And you know the Pottsville players, they knew they had it. And your eyes get big and that ball gets small, and just couldn't find the handle to it.
Yep, still got to grab it. So the Warriors take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. Pottsville with a 16-0 lead.
That 2-point conversion is coming in handy right about now, or that 2-point safety is coming in handy right about now.
Yep, sure is, sure is. Now, is that Coach Russ talking with the white hand? Oh, there's a timing issue.
Yeah.
There's a timing issue, so they're resetting the clock.
Yeah. We have our good crew up here. Coach Lee is on the PA tonight.
Yeah, but I think we may have a rookie on the clock over there.
Well, I don't know.
Now, so we reset the clock to 6:10, and the Warriors take it first down, send it straight up the middle across the right hash to the 50, down to the 49 or the 48-yard line. Cameron Lytle, the ball carrier. Tackle was made by Trip Price in run support, but that was a pickup of 9 yards by Lytle.
Yeah. I like what the clock guy said. Hey, get your eyes back on the game. You know, that's what I need to do on Sunday morning when somebody starts making fun. Hey, get your eye back in the game. That's
right.
what I need to do.
There you go. There you go. 2nd down and a yard for the Warriors. I wonder if they may take a shot here. Nope, they're going to give it to Lytle again. They see something they like going straight ahead. Got it to the 46-yard line before Trip Price and also Bo Ade combine on the stop.
I think Bo bowled up that time, Steve.
I think Ade's maybe seen about enough of that play.
Wow.
So they'll move it to the 45-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Hall. That may be their first down of this ball game. 5:20 and counting to go in the half. 16-0. Pottsville with the lead. From the Apache 45, the quarterback takes the snap. He's going to give it to House. Coming on the counter, steps inside the 45, and then is driven down to the ground. House, the ball carrier. Tackle made by Bo Ade again. Right now, Bo Ade is everywhere.
He is.
Pick up of a yard to the 44. 2nd down and 9. How's that pizza, Justin? Pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Justin Smith earning a slice of pizza for his work over on the video production.
Yeah. Justin, great job, by the way. Is it pepperoni? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Pottsville defense playing well this ball game. Warriors are in 2nd and long, 2nd down and 9. Ball is at the Apache 44. Pottsville by a couple of touchdowns, leads at 16-0. And they're going to give it to the single running back. That's Lytle again. And he gets stacked up and then driven backwards. Was that Landon McNeely getting there perhaps on the hit?
It was, Steve. You had Ade and McNeely and number, I'm trying to see who that is right there on the end there. Number 14 for the Apaches.
That's Caleb Turek.
Yeah, Turek is in there too.
Oh,
his dad Chris has been posting some good pictures. I think last week after the Razorback game, they had a chance to see and meet with KJ, the quarterback for the Razorbacks.
KJ Jefferson.
Yeah.
3rd down and long for the Warriors. It's 3rd down and 7. They are at the Apache 42. Fumble on the snap. Did the Apaches fall on it? I think they did. An Apache player came flying into the backfield. Pottsville comes up with it. Was that A-Day that came out with it?
I think it's number 7. Or, well, no, it was number 2, Steve.
I think it was Bo A-Day that came out with it. It's either Bo A-Day or Bryson Villarreal. I'm not sure which. But I saw an Apache player just smashing through the line of scrimmage. The Apaches recover the fumble. So Pottsville will recover the fumble at their own 45-yard line. 1st and 10, Pottsville. Boy, Bo A-Day's playing quite a ball game, isn't he?
He is.
He's playing quite a ball game in that last possession. From their own 45, Apaches line up really close to the line of scrimmage, like a real power formation. It's going to be Nason pitched it in traffic. Boy, that was fortunate that pitch got through to Colby Stevenson. That Pottsville just had bad spacing on that lineup. That didn't look right from the get-go.
Well, either they had bad spacing or Little Rock Hall, give them credit. They had great pursuit that time.
Well, and big number 73, Adrian Waters, I think, was right in the way of that pitch.
Yeah, he was. And you're talking about a big guy. Steve, 73 is a big dude.
Yep. Good-looking lineman. Someone needs to be recruiting him. 2nd down and 10 for the Apaches. This formation looks much better. Give is the motion man coming from right to left. That's Stevenson, the ball carrier. Not a lot of yards on the play. Got to the 47 or maybe the 48-yard line before Zadrian Galmore can make the stop. 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, 2:39 left in the second quarter of play.
Pottsville with the lead, 16-0. We appreciate anyone who are Warrior fans joining us on the stream as well as our Apache crew.
Yeah, they got a pretty good crowd across the way.
Yep.
That traveled down from Little Rock tonight.
Lots of orange shirts. I love that orange too, by the way. I like
too.
those colors. 3rd down and long. Nason back to pass. Had Landon McNeely and overthrew him. Landon McNeely was wide open on my favorite route, the tight end post, but wow, the timing was no bueno on that one. So it'll bring up 4th down. Pottsville's defense has played very, very well, so I suspect the punting team will come on. Yeah, that is going to be McNeely with the punt. I figure it's probably House back deep to receive the kick.
Yes, sir, it is.
Gee, how did I know that?
House, Speedy Gonzalez.
McNeely with a high kick. House fields it at the 30. Gets drilled at the 30-yard line by the gunner coming down the field from the left side. Good job by Pottsville. Was that Logan Tatro, I believe?
Logan.
Yep, Logan
4.
Tatro, the gunner on the left side, got down and made a good play before House could go hardly anywhere.
Hey, you want to know how you get more playing time on Friday night if you're a underclassman? Make plays like that. That's going to get you in the ball game.
You think that'll get the coach's attention?
Yes, sir.
That was a good play getting down the field, defeated a potential blocker, and then made the stop. Pretty good kick by McNeely, by the way, too. And I noticed he only takes about one step and then boots it. You might sacrifice a little distance that way, but I don't think you'll ever get a punt block like that. That punt block is such a devastating play. 1st and 10 Warriors at their own 30-yard line. Once this play starts, we'll be under 2 minutes to go in the half. House going on the sweep to the left side, turns the corner inside of McNeely, but Landon did a good job forcing that back inside. House gets up to the 33-yard line, but a very short gain.
Well, Steve, that's one thing. It's been impressive tonight to watch this defensive unit contain. I mean, they're keeping everything from bouncing outside. They're keeping it in the center of the field so far, and they're doing a great job in the pursuit.
Caleb Turek made the stop after a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7 Warriors, 1:28 to go in the half. Pottsville leads at 16-0. High snap, good job by the quarterback getting it down, hands it to the fullback. He crosses the 35, has pushers coming from behind to push him across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Lytle, the ball carrier, and he's going to have a Warrior first down. They're going to spot it at the 42-yard line. The official says, start the clock, please.
Ball.
Fumble on the snap. It's loose. Before Brian Sanchez could get there and pick it up for the Apaches, it was the quarterback Foreman Carter falling on it for the Warriors. That's going to lose 2 yards.
Yeah, that was just a bad exchange from the center to the quarterback.
And that's the second time they've done that tonight. We're under a minute to go to the half. In fact, under 50 seconds. 2nd and 12 Warriors. Foreman rolls to his left, rolls into about 4 Apaches, and he's going to get sacked. Back of the 33-yard line. Landon McNeely, part of the group, getting there in a hurry. Also there was Caleb Turek. You know, we might have to give Caleb some consideration for that Player of the Game award. Boy, he has been a force tonight on the defensive side.
I like what I saw. Trip Price that time. Quarterback got sacked and was on the ground, but number 5 reached down and picked him up. And that's good sportsmanship by number 5 for the Apaches.
Loss of about 6 on the play. High snap. Foreman brings it down, gives it to the man coming on the counter from left to right. And that play as it crosses the 37-yard line. Lytle, the ball carrier, he gets tackled by Bo Ade, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. A very good first half of play for the Pottsville Apaches. Pottsville leads it by a score of 16-0. We'll come back after this 2-minute timeout on the Arkansas Sports Network.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables. But last week, I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
As the Little Apache cheerleaders take possession of the field right now. I'm liking those purple shirts, Coach. Can we get one of those? I guess we probably have to be a cheerleader, don't we? So there's very little chance of that happening. Pottsville, the Apaches lead this game 16-0 over Little Rock Hall. To my knowledge, this is the first time I remember playing Little Rock Hall.
Steve, it is the first, and we had mentioned earlier, I don't know how many years, maybe it was 2 years, maybe 3, that they played 8-man football because the program had kind of fallen on hard times and not a lot of participation, kind of like our good neighbors across the river over in Danville.
Oh, boy.
You know, that you talking about breaking an old football player's heart when they had to forego the rest of their season this year because of some injuries and lack of players and just the sheer numbers. And, man, you're talking about a town that's had great tradition. That has truly been I think a lot of people are kind of crushed. If you're a Little John fan, I know you know this is
again, we're in the mid '80s, but it was Danville against Yale County, and I mean literally the entire county showed up.
Yeah.
It was a big deal, and we feel badly for our neighbors over there in Little John country. Although I understand from the coach and from the superintendent, they do have the numbers. They'll be back next year. They'll be young. They've got some good numbers coming up from the junior high, but there will be Little John senior football next year, I understand.
That's awesome.
By the way, you were mentioning 8-man football. Even further back in my life, I had a chance to go to a 8-man football game out in a place called Otis, Colorado, which is in the prairie country, farm country. It is where my dad grew up, and that's where he went to high school, and we happened to be out there on a Friday night, and so we all decided to go to the ball game, and that's the first time I'd seen 8-man football, and it was fun.
Hey, it goes fast, don't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is really a fast game. All right, the Apaches lead this 16-0. Pottsville got on the scoreboard first with a safety. That was in the first quarter. Pottsville's defense actually had a tough spot. They had to come on the field. Their Apache offense had moved the ball from the Apache 43-yard line down to the Warrior 3, and then an Apache fumble was recovered by the Warriors. But really credit the defense there for bowing up, holding the Warriors to no gain, and then a bad snap, and the punter came up with the ball, but he was tackled in the end zone. Pottsville led it 2-0. After the ensuing free kick, kind of a short kick as Pottsville fielded the ball on their own 22-yard line. It took 4 plays to get the ball into the end zone from the 22. The touchdown run was by Eli Nason. Pottsville chose to go for 2, and under the face of a blitz, Nason was able to find Landon McNeely in the corner of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. The only other scoring drive also belongs to Pottsville. It came right at the start of the second quarter. Pottsville moved the ball all the way from their own 17-yard line, an 83-yard, 9-play drive. The touchdown was from Nico Ibarra. He took it in from 14 yards out for the score. The Warriors blocked the point after touchdown, and that is your halftime score. Pottsville 16, the Warriors nothing. Busy night here at John Needham Stadium. We have the little cheerleaders on the field. I think we'll also have the Apache Marching Band coming up in just a few moments. Jim, appreciate your work in the first half. Also appreciate the work of Justin Smith hanging on to the production over there. I'm Stephen Glenn. Pottsville leads at 16-0. So long for just a little while.
Hey, don't stand up so they can see, okay?
very entertaining halftime. Hope you had a chance to enjoy some of the Pottsville Apache Marching Band. Also, the performance by the little cheerleaders, as those young ladies worked very hard, both the participants and the Apache cheerleaders, for teaching the sport that they love, the sport of cheerleading, which, oh, by the way, colleges give scholarships for that sort of thing. That's no small thing. You'll be good at cheerleading. Yep, I worked with a young man at a previous engineering job that I had, who had been a cheerleader at the University of Arkansas, and he said without that cheerleading job, he didn't know for sure if he'd have been able to afford college. 16-0, Pottsville leads this game. We are at the halftime break. We appreciate all of our fine sponsors tonight: Arkansas Tech University, Mayhand Appraisal, Diamond Ridge Construction, Point S Tire, Dr. K Dentistry, Roy's Heating and Air, McNeely Plumbing, Cole Construction, and Heirloom Legal. Take some time to do some business with those fine folks. We would appreciate it, because they are the ones who make these web streams possible. We all just get to come out here and have a good time. Those are the people that actually make it possible for this to happen. Hall is back out onto the field. I had an interesting discussion with one of their volunteer assistant coaches, and we discussed how, Hall is in the process of rebuilding the program, and one of the things their coach talked about was because of the school numbers, they probably should be 3A, and I think he's right. They probably should be competing at the 3A level, although their superintendent was wanting to build toward the future, so they've slotted in at 4A, coming in off of 8-man football, and even having played 8-man for a couple of years, now coming back up to 11-man and then slotting in really what may be one level higher. They're still competitive. They're playing their guts out, and they have played a very respectable first half of football on the road. Their first visit to Pottsville, and the Apaches leading this game 16-0, but certainly not running away with this contest. So good night all the way around by the Apache offense, but perhaps you could arguably say a better night by the defense. The Apaches have made some changes on the defensive side of the football and personnel, and those changes have looked pretty good tonight. They've had the kind of kept the Warriors pretty much in check tonight. We'll get the second half of football underway here. Pottsville leads at 16-0, and we will be back after this 1-minute timeout.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
And welcome back to the Arkansas Sports Network. I'm Stephen Glenn. Brother Jim Huffman is here. Justin Smith is handling the video production. We're breaking in a new cameraman tonight. Justin, who is that?
Raymond Garcia.
Mr. Garcia. What's his first name? Raymond Garcia. Breaking in on the camera tonight. It's our pleasure to bring you tonight's ball game. Pottsville will be kicking the ball off. The Dr. K Dentistry kickoff to begin the second half. Sanchez will be handling the kicking chores for the Apaches. Back deep for the Warriors, Miles House. By the way, an awful lot of these players, too, on the roster for the Warriors are underclassmen. They're going to do nothing but get better. High booming kick taken by House at the 14. Had to retreat to make it. Brings it right back up the left sideline across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Pretty good return by House. Good coverage by the Apaches. Trip Price down there making the stop. Also combining with Trip Price for the Apaches was Caleb Turek. So it will be Warrior football. They'll begin 1st and 10 at their 32-yard line. Their quarterback is Foreman Carter. I believe he is also an underclassman, although I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, he's just Carter takes the snap, gives it to the fullback, going up the middle. Very little running room there. Yeah, Carter is just a junior. He'll be back next year. Absolutely no gain on that play. Lytle, the ball carrier. Well, no, he did pick up a couple of yards. Second down and 8 after the pickup of 2 from their own 34-yard line. Pottsville with a 16-0 lead. The Apache defense has done very, very good work tonight. Motion man comes right to left. Give again as the fullback right at the 35 and then driven down at the 35-yard line. Lytle, the ball carrier. Coming up in run support was Bryson Villarreal making the stop. And it'll bring up 3rd down and long for the Warriors. Yeah, I'm telling you, this Warrior team in a year or two, they're not going to be any fun at all to play because they have some talent on the field. They've just got to get used to playing together and get used to playing the 11-man game again. 3rd down and 7 for the Warriors. Out of the shotgun. Carter Foreman back to pass. Under pressure. Screen pass is knocked away by the Apaches. That was a forward pass. Are they going to say that it was intercepted? It is an interception by the Apaches. Bryson Villarreal able to scoop that ball off the turf and come up with it. The pass was right on target, but the Warrior receiver juggled it, and Villarreal came in and took it away from him. So at the 30-yard line of the Warriors, Pottsville will take over 1st and 10, leading 16-0. The defense comes up with another big play tonight. They've already gotten forced a safety in this game. Warriors having trouble getting folks off the field. In fact, one Warrior player came off on the Apache side of the field. I've not seen that before, but I guess it's legal. There is a penalty flag, an illegal substitution foul. Warriors with the illegal substitution. I'll have to ask Coach Lee if it's legal to do that, to come off on the other side. 5-yard mark off. We'll move it to the 25. It'll be 1st and 5. Jackson Furr goes wide to the left. I've never seen that before. I think that was House that came off on the near side. Give is to Villarreal, tries the right side, gets inside the 20, makes a man miss at the 17, fights his way down to the 15 to the 14-yard line, and that's going to be an heirloom legal 1st and 10 for the Apaches at the 14. Bryson Villarreal on the carry. Hey, I'm not laughing at the young man that came off on the Apache side. I actually kind of thought that was pretty creative thinking on his part, because there wasn't no way he was going to make it to the other side before the ball was snapped. I like his thinking. From the 14-yard line, 1st down and 10. It is not goal to go. Pottsville can get a 1st down. Out of the flex bone, lots of misdirection. The give is straight ahead to the fullback, and the Warriors staying at home there. Villarreal, the ball carrier, but the inside of the Warrior defensive line doing a good job. That was Adrian Waters making a stop after a pickup of 2. 2nd down and 8 coming for the Apaches. Pottsville has actually scored 3 times, 2 touchdowns and a safety. 16-0 Pottsville with the lead, looking for more. 2nd and 8. Counter give coming to the left side, inside the 6 to the 5-yard line. Colby Stevenson, the ball carrier on that counter. That play has had some success tonight, too, for the Apaches. Terrence Bobo making the stop at the 5. Actually, it's closer to the 6. 3rd down and about 3 for the Apaches for the first down. 3rd down and 4 for a touchdown. Mason under center. Misdirection coming to Ibarra, to the 2, to the 1. Nico Ibarra into the end zone. Touchdown, Pottsville. Another Roy's Heating and Air Pottsville Apache touchdown for Nico Ibarra. I believe that's Ibarra's 2nd touchdown of the night on the 7-yard run. With 8:46 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Pottsville probably would go for 2, I think. Yeah, they come out with the offense. The lead is 22-0. Pottsville would like to make that 24 if they could. Nathan under center. Back to pass. Rolling the pocket right. Looking. And passes out of reach in the end zone. Trying to hit Villarreal coming out of the backfield. So the 2-point conversion is no good. Your new score with 8:46 to play in the 3rd. Pottsville 22, the Warriors nothing. Back in 30 seconds.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Miles House is back deep to receive the kick. Brian Sanchez has the kickoff chores for Pottsville. 8 minutes, 46 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. That was a 4-play, 25-yard drive for the touchdown for the Apaches. And a kick was knocked short. Sanchez almost whiffed on that. It'll be Hall football at the 42-yard line. That was a strange-looking play. Hall will take over possession at the Apache 42-yard line. So the Warriors getting very good field position. Ja'Cory Foreman Carter, the quarterback for Hall. It's a double slot formation. Single back in the backfield coming out of the spread. Carter hands it off to the man coming straight ahead. Gets across the 40 to the 37. Little, the ball carrier. Getting to the 37. Apache tackle made by Tyler Davis. Pickup is 6 yards. Second down and about 4 from the Apache 36. Same formation again, except they move the running back to the other side of the shotgun. Foreman takes it, gives it to the fullback, who gets met right at the line of scrimmage. Lytle may have got ahead a yard on the surge, and then tackled there by Bo Ade. That's Ade's 5th or 6th tackle tonight at least. Pickup is a yard to the Apache 35. Warriors will face a 3rd down and 4. From the 35, they have to get it inside the 32. 3rd down play coming. Miles moves from the left to the right, gets the handoff, gets met in the hole by the Apaches, driven backwards. Tackle made by Brian Sanchez, and that play will actually lose about a yard. Or is that Trip Price who got it there? Trip Price in for the tackle. Ball is right back at the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 4th down, which I suspicion the Warriors are going to go for this, trailing 22-0 in the 3rd quarter. 4th down and about 3. Ball is just inside the Apache 35. Foreman Carter, the quarterback. Penalty flags fly. And let's see what the man in the white hat says. Well, for the moment, he's not saying anything. They're going to kind of huddle up. The flag came in across the way by the Hall sideline. That is one thing that Hall has had difficulty with tonight, is a lot of line penalties. By that I mean false starts, lining up in the neutral zone, that sort of thing. And now we're having a long press conference here. And the officials are still talking. They do know there's a Razorback game tomorrow, right? Okay, now here we go. Offside, Pottsville. So this time the Apaches called for the encroachment foul. So that'll move it to the 27-yard line, I think. Now they're going to move it to the 30. That's still a first down for the Warriors, though, on the Apache penalty. So at the 30-yard line, Warriors will have it 1st and 10. Burgers have arrived, which is a good thing.
We have an official timeout on the field.
And we have, yep, perfect. And we have another timeout on the field. 6:49 left to go in the third quarter. Well, I'm honestly not sure what we're doing here. I thought the official signal for an official timeout. I think maybe there was a piece of equipment on the field that the Warriors needed to come pick up. Brother Jim, welcome back.
Well, hey, Steve, it was halftime, but it seems like it took me an entire game to get back.
No way. It was a big crowd here tonight.
Yeah.
1st and 10 Warriors. Pottsville showing blitz. They do come with it, and they get through and tackle the handoff just as it happens in the backfield. Bo Ade into the backfield to make the stop of the running back, Lyle. Lyle with nowhere to go that time. Loss of a yard.
Yeah, big number 77 is limping on that one, Steve. I believe that's
Nick Conley.
Yeah.
Nick Conley came up with a little bit of an ankle issue.
Yeah, they got rolled up there.
2nd down and 11 now for the Warriors. They are on the Apache 31. More cowbell from the Apache side. And it's going to be given again to Lytle, and Lytle runs into a host of Apaches right in the middle. Landon McNeely was there. Bo Ade was there. Patrick Sertan was there.
Everybody was there.
That's what. There were about 5 Apaches in the backfield there to back that play up about 3 yards.
Yeah, I think McNeely said, hey, guys, party at the quarterback. I'll see you there.
Boy, no joke.
My goodness.
Loss is back to the 33. That'll bring up a 3rd down and long. Warriors have gotten a little predictable in their play call, and the Apaches are just bringing everybody. He's going to make the Pottsville defense is going to make the Warriors throw the ball or make the quarterback do something. We have another timeout on the field. This one is called by the Warriors. 5:20 to go in the third quarter. Pottsville 22, the Warriors nothing. Back in 30 seconds.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Tough 3rd down coming for the Warriors here. They're trying to get some momentum going on their side of the field. I would think this is probably 4 down territory, but it kind of depends on what you do on this play.
Well, Steve, the quarterback tonight, just for the Warriors, has not had any time to set in the pocket to throw. He's been rushed every time he's thrown the football, so let's see what he does here.
3rd and 13. Again, they run it up the middle. This time Lyle able to avoid the first tackle, and then the Apache secondary closes up on the play. Still going to be a short down and short gain and bring up a long down. 3rd down and 10. Or it'll be 4th down and 10. I'm sorry. So I said it's probably 4-down territory, but on 4th and 10, do you still go for it?
Yeah. Down 22 to nothing with 4:51 left in the 3rd quarter, Steve. They're going to try to get something positive here. And
tackle made by the Apaches, number 78, Trenton New. 4th down and 10 Warriors. They are at the Apache 30. They've got to get the nose of the football to the 20. Carter Foreman Carter back to pass, throw over the middle, tipped away and intercepted by the Apaches. Pottsville bringing it back up the left sideline. I think that's Atkins bringing it up the sideline, or is that Tyler Davis? Tyler Davis all the way up the field to midfield into Warrior territory, and Pottsville will take over 1st and 10 with very good field position.
Yeah, TD there. Tyler Davis, he was looking for a TD and ran out there, but a great Steve, that's why you practice the tip drill and on those hot August days, doing two-a-days. Tyler Davis that time, man, it paid off and picked the ball off on the tip and almost took it to the house.
And I'm sorry, I did not see in the secondary who tipped that ball away. But it was a good play by the Apache secondary to give their offense 1st and 10 at the 41. 4:21 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Pottsville 22, the Hall Warriors nothing. Foreman Carter kind of threw that ball just a little bit late. He had a man, but the pass was just a little bit late, and the Apache defender was able to knock the ball away, and then the tip drill got it back to Pottsville. There is a flag on the play. Little Rock Hall is going to be called for a block in the back. So that'll give the Apaches even better field position to start this drive.
Will be a 10-yard penalty added on to the end of the run. Will be a 1st and 10 for Pottsville at the Little Rock Hall 34-yard line.
So the mark-off will move the ball to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for Pottsville. Eli Nason will bring the offense set on the 1st down play after the turnover. Toss sweep coming to the near side. Across the 30. Cutting it back into the 28. Nico Ibarra, the ball carrier. There is a penalty flag behind the play, and that's going to be a hold on the Apaches. So Jalen Piggy coming up to make the stop for the Warriors. Apaches called for the hold, so that'll negate a nice run by Ibarra. We'll mark it off from the 35. So that'll move the ball back to the 45. We're going to get this drive going eventually, I believe, Jim. 1st and 10 for Pottsville. Pottsville sends Jackson Furr wide to the near side. No wide out to the left. Stevenson comes in motion. They give it to the fullback, has running room across the 35 to the 30. That's Villarreal breaking loose up the left sideline, inside the 20 to the 15 to the 14-yard line. That is another Heirloom Legal 1st down for the Apaches.
Yeah, number 7, Bryson Villarreal that time, Steve. Rumbling and stumbling. I think he had a lot of the defense pulled. Some of them didn't think he had the ball, but he pulled it down and took off down the sideline, and another 1st down for the Apaches.
Gain of 31 for the Apaches. We'll spot the ball at the 15, 1st down and 10. Lots of good players tonight for the Apaches. Pottsville with a 1st and 10. Give is to, Eli Nason just decided to pull the ball. None did he get it to Villarreal. I guess he got it to Villarreal, but boy, there was a big collision at the mesh point, and the play went nowhere. Actually, I think Pottsville probably did a really nice job not to lose that ball. Damian Wilson making the stop.
Brings up 2nd down 9 at the Warrior 13-yard line.
Pottsville is taking as much time as they can off the play clock here on each play, already leading 22-0 and deep in Warrior territory at the 13. Nason's going to give it to Villarreal, cuts back inside at the 11, gets inside the 10 before being driven down at the 10. Tackle made by Nick Conley, so it looks like he's okay. Pickup of, let's call it 4 on the play. Ball is right at the 10-yard line. Nose of the football on top of the 10. Third down and 6 for Pottsville. The Apaches can't get a first down without scoring. Mason under center, quick count. They're going to give it to Stevenson. He'll cut it back inside at the 5, inside the 4, fights his way to the 2, got right down to the 1-yard line, then stopped at the 1. That is another heirloom legal first down for the Apaches. Well, I say that.
Yeah,
there's a penalty.
Yeah. And, Steve, it's in that area where you think a holding probably took place.
Well, I think I saw the linesman point toward the Warriors. Now we got an official timeout. Timeout on the field, 2:27 left to go in quarter number 3. Pottsville 22, the Warriors nothing. We're back in 1 minute.
Let's go, Dr. K, let's go. Braces are Invisalign, let's go. Let's go, Dr. K, let's go. Trust her as your ortho, let's go. Let's go, Dr. K, let's go.
Nick Conley, after being involved in that tackle, was helped off the field. That was the official timeout. Penalty was against the Apaches. Moves the ball back to the 17. Third down and 13. Nason back to pass under pressure, has the ball knocked out of his hands. The ball came free before the arm moved forward. It's a fumble recovered by the Warriors at the 34-yard line. So the Warriors defense comes up big. Elijah Roberts came in hard. I don't know that a blocker got a hand on him.
Steve, I don't think so.
He came free on that side. So the Warriors defense comes up with a big stop. They recover the ball at their own 33-yard line. Pottsville with a 22-0 lead in this ball game. Foreman Carter, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. Fakes the give, takes it right, turns it inside across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Very little gain on that play. Well, he got a little further forward than I thought he did. They're going to give him forward progress to the 37. So pick up a 4 will make it 2nd and 6. Jalen Piggy comes wide to the left side. Foreman Carter, the quarterback, has one back in the back with him. That's Little. Foreman Carter does a nice job getting down a high snap, rolls to the near side. He's under pressure. Pass falls incomplete on the near sideline. Colton Cole in coverage that time. Really gave the quarterback of Hall nowhere to throw that ball.
Good coverage by Cole, Steve.
Incompletion stops the clock with 1:18 to go. We're in quarter number 3. Hall will face a 3rd down and 6 from their own 37. Foreman takes the snap, gives it to the fullback, and he is met in the backfield. Big loss on that play. I think Trip Price and Brian Sanchez got there. I say big loss. It's a loss of 3. Brings up 4th down and long. from the 36. Warriors look like they're going to go for this deep in their own territory, trailing 22-0. Hall has the play from the sideline. Play clock has 17. Hall not in any big hurry to get this play going. Play clock down to 9. Carter Foreman, the quarterback, has Lyle to his right. Foreman back to pass, looking right. And his pass is caught. Was he in bounds? I don't think so. Yeah, the pass was incomplete to House on the far sideline, and the Apaches will hold on downs.
Good job, defense.
Pottsville will get the ball back. Deep in Warrior territory.
Yeah, we might have time for one play.
Yeah, with 26 seconds. Now, this has been a complete 3 quarters of football for Pottsville. So the Apaches take over first and 10. Boy, most of this game, Pottsville has played on the Warrior side of the field. Good things normally happen when that's the case. Nason keeps it himself, has yards as he turns the corner across the 30, up the left sideline to the 25 to the 24-yard line. Eli Nason will get to the 23. That's going to be another Heirloom Legal first down. And I think once they spot the ball for play, the official says wind the clock with 13 seconds. Pottsville comes to the line of scrimmage like they want to run another play. We're under 10 seconds. Mason under center. And the counter play coming to the near side. At the 10 to the 5 into the end zone. That is a touchdown for Colby Stevenson. Colby Stevenson from 23 yards out for the touchdown. 2-play, 37-yard drive.
Yeah, big number 10. Stevenson gets his TD tonight.
Yep. He's carried the ball very well since the start of the game. He had the first carry for the Apaches and went for plus yards, and he's kept going the entire night. Lead is 28-0 right now. The Apaches are going for 2. They tried to throw it both times for 2-point conversions. They're 1 for 2 on that. Nason's going to throw again. Rolls to the right. Has a man. Complete. The 2-point conversion is good to Bryson Villarreal. So at the end of the third quarter, your new score, Pottsville 30, the Warriors nothing. Back in 1 minute.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables. But last week, I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
Greater the challenge.
And the kickoff to begin the fourth quarter. Fair catch called for and made at the 32-yard line by the Warriors. Fair catch made by Jaden Slaughter. Pottsville leads this game 30-0 as we begin quarter number 4. Pottsville's kind of been dominant defensively, wouldn't you think, Jim?
Steve, you know, I was thinking, we was talking about player of the game and everything, but our defense tonight has just been outstanding. They are tackling well, they're pursuing well, they're keeping contained well, and this is not a bad Hall team. I mean, they've got size, they've got speed. You know, there's some technique things they'll probably have to work on. You got to remember, last year they were playing 8-man football. So it's kind of like starting a new program again, but they do have some good-looking athletes. But Pottsville, they've really been playing lights out tonight.
Another Point S Tire red zone effective play by the Pottsville Apaches. A nice touchdown run. The Apache touchdown brought to you by Roy's Heating and Air. Warrior football from the 35. Trap play up the middle, crosses the 40 to the 44. Ball carrier was Cameron Lytle. Tackle made by Carter Gittinger. And that will be a first down for the Warriors.
Yeah, Gittinger that time actually saved a touchdown, Steve, because once again, the running back, they've got a lot of speed on this Hall team, and Gittinger that time did a great job in that open field tackle.
As this Warrior team ages, they're going to get a whole lot better. They've got some ability. Give straight ahead, Little again, the ball carrier, and he is met in the hole by Bo Aday.
Bo who?
Bo Aday.
Bo Aday is having a day. My goodness.
He's got to be close to double figures in tackles, doesn't he?
I'll guarantee you, Steve. He's doing a great job.
Yeah, this is going to make the McNeely Plumbing Player of the Game a tough decision, that's for sure. I mean, do you pick offense? Do you pick defense?
Or do you pick the cheeseburgers?
Well, I like the cheeseburgers. They are definitely the burger of the game. Second down and 10 Warriors at their own 45. Housley on a straight sweep. Turns the corner at the 45. Gets to midfield. Housley, the ball carrier.
Well, I'm going to give a shout-out to Lance Greathouse. Lance Greathouse is one of the cooks down there tonight. And he told me, Steve, when I asked for your burger, he told me, he said, Pastor Jim, this is the best burger I can give you. And sure enough, it was a pretty good burger.
Guess he knew it was my birthday, huh?
Hey, it is your birthday. Is today your birthday?
Tuesday, yep.
Well, I'll gladly buy you more hamburgers on Tuesday. I'll pay you Tuesday, okay?
All right, awesome. From the Apache 49, third down and 5 for the Warriors. High shotgun snap, smart play by the quarterback, Foreman Carter, to just get back there and fall on the ball because Bo Aday had his sights on that one too. Aday made another tackle on the last play. He's got to be around double-figure tackles, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got to be, Steve. So, birthday. Let's talk about this Tuesday birthday.
Yes.
So that Tuesday birthday, you're going to be how old? 60?
60.
Yeah, you know, my dad used to invert those, and he'd say, "Son, I'm 6 again." So,
now I'm 60, and I will say praise the Lord because I had no idea I'd live to be 60.
Well,
not the way my youth went.
Hey, listen, I can tell you about the last 15, 16, however many years we've been doing this together. It's been my pleasure. I've enjoyed a lot of birthdays with you.
Well, thank you. It has been fun. Yeah, where was it? They had a cake waiting for me.
Well,
you had something to do with that, didn't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, we had cake, we had ice cream, we had some other things. So, hey, that might happen next week. You just get ready.
Fair catch called for by Pottsville on the punt. Hall decided not to go for it there. The fair catch called for and made by Jaden Harris.
What's on the menu next week at Mayflower? Well, football and Steve's birthday cake.
Good pregame meal, birthday cake.
That's right.
So Pottsville will take over. I suspect we're going to see some younger Apaches getting a little bit of playing time. Let's see. I believe I see, is that R.J. Swain coming into the ball game?
Yeah, number 35.
Let's see who's lined up at the quarterback spot.
And R.J.'s.
Jaden Harris enters the ball game. Yeah. He was the last one in. I wonder if he's going to be the quarterback.
I believe so. He's getting under center.
Jaden Harris under center as the Apaches get several younger players on the field. First down give, straight ahead. Crossing the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Steve, they had a game with the football players and their mothers right before the season started. And Jaden's mother, Jennifer Harris, was the quarterback.
Oh, okay.
And she was pretty good. I told Jennifer, I said, we need to suit you up and get you out there on Friday nights. So, but Jaden's going to be a real good athlete. Looking forward to seeing him play quite a bit.
Cade Lackey into the ball game for the Apaches. Ben Burnett also in on the offensive line. Second down and 5, Pottsville from their own 35. This time we're going to give it on the sweep. Crossing the 39 and then tackled by the face mask.
Yeah.
Bo Aday, the ball carrier. And he picked up 3, but I think the face mask is going to give Pottsville a heirloom legal first down. Terrence Bobo with the first down, or with the tackle. 8:32 left to go in the game. Personal foul, face mask. We'll give the Apaches a first down. Logan Tatro into the ball game for the Apaches. Eli Atkins also in on the offensive side. He saw some playing time tonight on defense. Zach Sanderson into the game for the Apaches. As a penalty, Markoff takes the ball into Warrior territory at the 46. First down and 10, Pottsville. Apaches lead at 30-0. Imagine the Apaches will run some time on the clock once they get the clock moving. Quarterback Harris, the ball carrier. Brought down right at the 45-yard line. Cranford makes the stop after a pickup of a couple. Down to the 44. Second down and 8 for Pottsville. I believe Zach Sanderson is your new center. He leads the offense to the line of scrimmage on the 2nd and 8. Trip Price comes in motion. They're going to give it to the running back on the counter. That's Colton Cole, the ball carrier. And Cole is met right in the hole with a big hit. Very little gain on the play.
Yeah.
Tackle is made by number 55, Elijah Roberts.
Yeah. Elijah Roberts, man, he just covered Cole up that time. But, you know, Steve, once again, when you see good sportsmanship, I think it's important that we point it out. And Elijah Roberts that time, I'm going to tell you, Steve, he tackled him, but then he picked him up and said, I'll see you again in 20 seconds.
R.J. Swain goes wide to the right. Flex bone, Trip Price comes in motion, pitches behind him. Price brings it in, brings it up the field, has running room to the 38 to the 37-yard line. Logan Tatro with a nice lead block to get Trip Price close to first down yardage. Cranford with the tackle. Just short of first down yardage. Going to be 4th down and a yard at the 37.
Let's see here what they're going to talk about.
Maybe they're going to huddle up and try to find the best place to eat in Mayflower next weekend.
Yeah, that's probably what they're saying. They're saying, there's a lot of good places, but, it's hard to beat that Golden Corral.
Conway and then backtrack, right?
Yeah.
4th down and a yard. The Apaches are going to go for it in Warrior territory. Give is to the first man through to the 35, the 34-yard line.
I believe he picked it up.
That's going to be, I think, another heirloom legal 1st and 10. That is a first down at the 35. Needed a yard, got 2. 6:20 left to go. We're just looking for the final score now. Pottsville leads at 30-0. On the option, pitch to Price, turns the corner at the 35, up the left sideline to the 25, steps out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Price was driven out of bounds by Kentrell Harris.
We got
a Warrior player is down, and boy, you hate to see that late in the game. That's pretty much decided. There is a Warrior player down on the field, so we'll take a timeout. 6:09 left to go in the ball game. Pottsville leads at 30-0. We're back in 1 minute.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
During the Great Depression, nothing came easy. But with just 5 cents, an old truck, and a load of hay, John Tyson and his family found a way to deliver quality chicken to other hardworking people. Today, Tyson continues to find new ways to help put a chicken in every pot. Because people deserve farm-raised chicken of the highest quality. At Tyson, we remain committed to this simple promise: to always keep it real, to always keep it Tyson.
Works a lot better if you talk into the microphone, Steve. The Warrior player that was down was Zadarian Galmore, and he is up, got off the field under his own power. First down and 10, Pottsville. They're at the Warrior 23-yard line. Misdirection give. I think that's Price, the ball carrier. Got inside the 25 to the 24 before being tackled at the 24. No gain on the play. Another one of those good-looking linemen that the Warriors have. Baker making the stop there and helping the Apache player back to his feet. Jaden Harris is in, quarterbacking the Apaches now. They're not in any big hurry to get the play off. Pottsville leads this game 30-0. We're coming up on 5 minutes left. Toss sweep coming to the right. I think that's Draxton Mediano, the ball carrier. He's driven out of bounds. The 25. Let me see who that was. Yeah, okay, excuse me. That's not. Yeah, that was Mediano. That was 19, wasn't it? There was a penalty marker on the play right at the tackle. Yeah, they're going to call a hold on the Apaches. Yeah, that was Mediano, the ball carrier. He got to the 24-yard line, but that's going to get backed up after the holding call. Back to about the 34, I would guess, Jim.
Yep, that's where it's going to, Steve.
10 yards from the spot, moves the ball back to the 34. Going to bring up second down.
So what do you think? Hogs tomorrow against team from my old stomping grounds, Missouri State University.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think Coach Petrino is going to have some things up his sleeve, and they'll score some points, but I think they just don't have the same talent on the football field, Steve.
I think the Hogs are going to win it 90-0. From the 35-yard line for the Apaches. A little bit of a mix-up on the handoff there. The Apaches did get a good exchange, but the Warriors there to stop it at about the 35. Yeah, it was Southwest Missouri State when I grew up in that area, and I came really close to attending college there. I spent an awful lot of time on that campus my senior year looking at a lot of stuff. Most of it the pastrami sandwiches at the little deli that is right across National Avenue.
You know, Steve, some things from our college days haven't changed because we're still talking about food. You know,
yeah, funny how that
football
works.
and food, it just goes together. Well, food and everything goes together, right?
Yeah. Tatro comes wide to the left. Harris back to pass. He's looking for Tatro. Has him open, but the pass underthrown. And the Warrior defender may have got a hand on that, too. I believe Warriors' Kentrell Harris got a hand on that and knocked it away, or that was still going to be a possible touchdown. It'll bring up a fourth down. No, I think the one thing, more serious answer to that Razorback question, I think Arkansas, the thing they're going to have to avoid is looking past the Bears to A&M the weekend after.
Absolutely. And I think we have a football coach that will get them focused.
Yep, I think so too.
And you just have to say A&M and Appalachian State.
That's right. Yep. Pottsville's going to go for it on fourth down and long. Harris back to pass, throws it up for grabs, and it's going to be knocked away with a good play in the secondary. Did he intercept it? Yep, I believe it was intercepted. That's just as good as a punt, right?
We'll take it.
Miles House, the speedster, came up with the interception for the Warriors with 4 minutes to go as we seek the final score in this ball game. Pottsville looks like is going to pick up their first win of the year and their first conference win. Now, next week, the Apaches will look for their first conference road win in the newly redesigned 4-4A. Jason Long onto the field for the Apaches. He's going to get some time on the defensive side of the football at a linebacker spot. Warriors hand it off straight ahead across the 20 to the 23, maybe the 24-yard line. Lytle, the ball carrier. Warriors are going to keep their starting offense in the game, and it makes sense because they've got to get some reps together. Tackle made by the Apaches. Jackson Williams with the stop. I think I hear the family screaming. Nice job, Jackson. It was a good play. 2nd down and 5 for the Warriors at the 23. A little trickeration. Pottsville was waiting for that, and the Apaches stack up Vance Cunningham in the backfield. He's going to lose about 4 yards. Tackle made by Ben Burnett. Cutter Boyce into the game for the Apaches, along with Osiris Crook, who wears number 80. Thank you, sir. Enjoyed it. You all be safe. Had a chance to say hello to one of the volunteer assistants for the Hall Warriors. I bet that gentleman could play some football in his time.
I bet he could. Steve, he looked familiar.
Yeah, he did look familiar, didn't he?
Yeah.
He also looks like he's got about a 32-inch waist and 28-inch biceps. Warriors on 2nd and 3rd and long, back to pass. Rolling to the left side was the quarterback Carter. He's going to get driven out of bounds at the 24-yard line. That's going to be short of first down yardage.
Yeah, Steve, let's call these names. It's Jackson Williams on the defensive side of that, running the quarterback out of bounds.
Yep. Lots of folks getting some playing time on the varsity defense. In the secondary for the Apaches, we've talked about Carter Boyce. In the linebacking spot, we talked about Jason Long. 4th down and about 14. Carter back to pass, looks over the middle, has a man. Crossing the 30 to the 35, out to the 40. Makes a man miss at the 40 and then up the left sideline. One man to beat, and it will be a touchdown for the Warriors.
Well, there they go, Steve.
Hall with the long touchdown, except I think there is a penalty flag on the play, and this may be coming back. I think you see the white hat standing at the 40-yard line, and I think there's a penalty near there.
Yeah, I think number 1 there, Steve, I believe that was
Lytle.
Yeah, Lytle. He actually went over and said, "Hey, please pick that up, please. Please pick that."
You didn't see that. That didn't really happen.
You dropped that, right?
Yeah, that's not a penalty. It just fell out of your pocket, right? Probably some sort of an illegal block infraction is going to bring back the touchdown with 2:18 remaining in the game. Boy, you saw the Warrior speed there, didn't you? I think that was House that got outside, and boy, that wasn't any foot race at all. He was just gone.
He's got 2 speeds, Steve, on and gone.
On and gone. Boy, you got that right. He looked like me chasing down a cheeseburger. Well, maybe not quite that fast.
Well, I don't know. At halftime, it took me like half of the 3rd quarter to get back up here. But I had a few folks stop me and want to know about the new building at the church and other things. And actually, somebody asked me about the Razorback game and all kinds of fun stuff. And then somebody asked me, I had cheeseburgers. They want to know, does my cardiologist know about that?
Austin Mullinex was in for the last play. It's going to be 4th down and 10 after the penalty. Warriors coming to the near side, and the quarterback keeping it. Or excuse me, no, it was given to Cunningham, who crosses the 35 to the 37, where he is herded down by a number of Apaches. That last play did result in a Warrior first down, so that was a first down carry.
Yeah.
That Williams made the stop on that play?
Yep.
I think you might have also had Caleb Turek in on it. Pickup is 6, 2nd down and 4. The clock continues to run with 1:47 to go in the game. Quarterback is Foreman Carter. He will be back next year, so will House. I guarantee you this Hall team has a good relay squad in the track.
Oh, you know they do.
Lytle, the ball carrier, good job by the Apache defense drawing that play out. Zach Sanderson got out there from his interior line position. Tackle was made by Logan Tatro. Pick up about, a yard. But it is good enough for a 1st and 10. They spot the change, wind the clock. Trent Newton enters the game. Newt! You can tell I'm a Cardinal fan, right?
Yeah.
I'll get to yell that Sunday, by the way. Did I tell you where I'm going to be?
Are you going to be there?
I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there Sunday. Foreman back to pass. Looks over the middle, and it's
Oh.
broken up in the secondary. Good play by the Apaches.
Number 34.
Broken up in the secondary by Cutter Boyce.
Yeah.
Well, Boyce was the last man of the defense, and if you're the safety there, you get as deep as the deepest receiver, and that's exactly what he did.
Yep.
Or at least that's what you used to tell me. I never played DB.
Hey, listen, I played DB, and I played little corner, played safety, played water boy, you name it, I did it.
Second down and long as we seek the final score here. It's 30-0 Pottsville. We are under a minute to go. Warriors run the football across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Several Apaches combine on the play. I believe the initial hit was by Jackson Williams.
Yeah.
Hey, we need to decide who is the McNeely Plumbing Player of the Game. We always let Justin have a say on this also. I'm kind of leaning toward Bo Ade on the defensive side of things. Justin wants to think about it for a minute. Jim, who you got?
Steve, I just like the way defense have played. You know, I mean, we're pitching a shutout 30-0, and you know, Ade has had a lot to do with that, along with all the defensive guys. I mean, they really have tackled well tonight. But Ade is actually in double digits in tackles. So
Justin likes that too. So, yeah. I was going to say it's either him or McNeely, both on the defensive side of the ball. Let's go with Bo Ade as our McNeely Plumbing Player of the Game. It's not like the offense didn't have a good night. I mean, you had a couple of touchdowns for Nico Ibarra, but I think this is by far and away the best the defense has played all year.
Yeah.
Against a team that in a lot of instances was probably faster.
Well, Steve, they are, but, you know, that's what I like about our defense tonight, Steve. You know, it's been technique, and it's been angles, and it's been things that they've been able to do to keep them out of the end zone. And so just hat off to this defensive unit tonight.
Bo Ade will be our McNeely Plumbing Player of the Game. We'll see how well he stacks up as ASN names the Tyson Player of the Week from all of the teams. Pass over the middle intended at the 33-yard line for number 9, Cameron Marble, falls incomplete. 29 seconds remaining in the game. Be 4th and 3. Again, good coverage in the secondary by the Apaches. I believe that was Colby Stevenson back in coverage. Pottsville playing a cover two deep. There's room over the middle, but Pottsville will gladly give that up. 4th down and 3. The give is in the backfield, and a one-arm tackle made initially, and then House fights his way forward. I think he's going to have first down yardage. No, there was a fumble on the play. Pottsville will come up with a loose ball.
Yeah, and Steve, number 1 is down for
Caleb Turek comes up with the fumble recovery. That's Cameron Little, who is down, or Lytle, I should say. And we hope he is all right. Coach Rust is coming out there to perhaps see if he can help. Pottsville will take possession. It looks like Lytle is getting up. I tell you the truth, I think most of these Warrior players have got nothing else left to give.
Yeah.
I believe their coaching staff has got to be proud of the effort that looks like they have a roster of about 41 players, and all 41 of them are giving everything they had to give tonight.
Absolutely.
Warrior fans, you got nothing to be ashamed of with this bunch. They're young, they're playing hard, and mark this day on the calendar when we go to Hall to play next year. It may not be a lot of fun. It's definitely going to be a tough ball game.
It will be a tough ball game, but, Steve, I'm thinking about Hall, and I'm thinking about, I know there's a couple of Olive Gardens in Little Rock.
Yeah,
so,
one we found on the way last week.
You know, so.
Pottsville takes my favorite formation, the victory formation. The Apaches snap the ball, take a knee, and I think we'll be able to tell you now that the final score was Pottsville defeating the Warriors of Little Rock Hall by a final of 30-0. We'll come back and wrap this up after this 2-minute timeout. This is Pottsville Apache football on the Arkansas Sports Network.
Hey, Brett.
You made it. Yeah. Hey, Mole receivers, Mark and Antonio, they want to hear more about favorites.
Oh, right. Well, with Farm Bureau Favorites, you get a great auto quote, plus local agents and fast, friendly claims.
Nice.
Hey.
Should we warn them?
Oh, that's broken.
Get great auto rates and local agents at favrates.com from Farm Bureau Insurance.
Sorry.
Totally worth it.
Let's go, Dr. K, let's go. Braces are Invisalign, let's go. Let's go, Dr. K, let's go. Trust her as your ortho, let's go. Let's go, Dr. K, let's go.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables. But last week, I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full time.
While I work full time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Pottsville Apaches win it by a final of 30-0. The Apaches got off to a very good start. Initially, they took the football, had the initial possession of the game at their own 43, drove it all the way down to the Warrior 3. The Apaches fumbled it there, and the Warriors fell on it, and at that point in time, I thought, oh, no. But the Apache defense came up, basically stuffed the Warrior offense, and then able to force a safety on a special teams play. The punt was a bad snap, and the Apaches were able to tackle the potential punter in the end zone for the safety. So with 5:35 left to go in the first quarter, Pottsville had a 2-0 lead, and as it turns out, that's actually all the points they would need.
Yep, Steve, that's it, man. I mean, they pitched a shutout tonight.
Good for the defense. Next possession by the Apaches. They took the ball at their own 22-yard line, at the Warrior 22-yard line. Pottsville had a 4-play, 22-yard drive. The touchdown was on a 5-yard run by Eli Nason. The 2-point conversion went from Nason to McNeely into the end zone, and Pottsville had a 10-0 lead. First play of the second quarter started the next Apache drive. They started at their own 17. It took them 9 plays to cover the 83 yards. The touchdown was on a 44-yard run by Nico Ibarra. The point after attempt was blocked. That was the score at the half. Pottsville 16, Warriors nothing. Pottsville able to score 2 touchdowns in the second half. One was a 25-yard drive, a touchdown run by the Apaches. The 2-point conversion was no good. And then the final Apache touchdown came in the third quarter on a touchdown run by Pottsville's Colby Stevens from 23 yards out. It was a 2-play, 37-yard drive after the defense had held on downs. The 2-point conversion went from Eli Nason to Bryson Villarreal, and that made the final score Pottsville 30, the Warriors nothing. Jim, your final thoughts?
Steve, just a great showing tonight here at John Needham Stadium. You know, you said it at the beginning of the broadcast tonight. Steve, somebody was going to come away with the first win, and I'm just happy it's the Pottsville Apaches. But hats off to the Little Rock Hall Warriors for showing up and making the drive tonight and playing with all heart and sportsmanship. And so that's a class act, Steve. And I'm gonna tell you something. You're right. Next year when we go to Little Rock Hall, it might not be the same result. But tonight was Pottsville's night, and hats off to her defense. And Bo A-Day, I'm going to tell you, played a good ball game tonight. on the defensive side of the ball.
He was our McNeely Plumbing Player of the Game for tonight. The network will name their Tyson Player of the Week a little bit later on. Stay tuned for that. We want to thank all of our fine sponsors for tonight's game: Mahan Appraisal, Diamond Ridge Construction, Arkansas Tech University, Point S Tire, Dr. K Dentistry, Roy's Heating and Air, Cole Construction, McNeely Plumbing, and Heirloom Legal. Brother Jim, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Justin Smith, we appreciate your work. Thank you very much. And I'm Stephen Glenn. Thank you for enjoying our web stream tonight. Thanks for your time. This time, till next time, so long, everybody.